Thank you for joining Wars of the Roses as we continue with Part 16, Ho Hsien-ku from the Adepts in the Eastern Esoteric Tradition by Manly Palmer Hall, Part 3, The Sages of China. Ho Hsien-ku. The only woman included in the group of the 8 Immortals was Ho Hsien-ku, a native of Canton Province, who also lived during the time of the Empress Wu Hou. Some say that her father was a shopkeeper. At birth, 6 long hairs were observed growing on the crown of her head, but in pictures she is to be seen with a full head of hair arranged in the traditional form. On a mountain near where she lived, a stone abounded, which was called Mother of Pearl, but should not be confused with the Western use of this term. In a dream, Ho Hsien-ku was visited by a spirit who told her to powder and eat one of these stones, and that if she did so, she would gain great skill of movement and solve the mystery of immortality. Ho Hsien-ku followed the instruction of the genie and also took the vow of virginity, retiring to the mountains where she made her home. From that time on, she spent her days floating from one high peak to another, bringing to her house at night the various fruits she had collected. By degrees, she discovered that she had no need for food and lived for a long time without eating. This remarkable condition was brought to the attention of the emperor, who invited the maiden to visit his court. On the journey, however, Ho Hsien-ku suddenly vanished and took up her abode among the Immortals. She has appeared in visions on numerous occasions and was seen floating among clouds at the temple of Maku. There is a popular dramatic play in China in which the splendor of this queen of the fairies is vividly depicted. Her palace garden was filled with strange flowers and rare herbs. Beautiful birds wandered about, and there were remarkable animals different from any seen on earth. There were also many peach trees, and in the pavilion musicians played celestial harmonies. In art, Ho Hsien-ku is presented as a beautiful woman, carrying in her hand a lotus flower or the peach of immortality given to her by the sage Lu Tungpin. This further emphasizes the association of the Immortals and how they initiated disciples into their mysteries. Once, when she was in great danger, Ho Hsien-ku was rescued by Lu Tungpin, who appeared at the critical moment with his magic sword. When she appeared to her devotees, she might seem to be standing on the floating petal of the lotus or bearing a fly whisk in her hand. At that time, no system of female asceticism had been developed, and there has been considerable speculation as to why Ho Hsien-ku was elevated to such a high place of dignity in the Chinese concept of life. Even the Immortals themselves faced a delicate problem. To each was assigned a particular task or duty, and it was necessary to decide the proper chore for so charming and pure a maiden. She was finally appointed to the sweet labor of sweeping up the fallen flowers at the south gate of heaven. Though not actually patroness of the home, she assists in the management of the house. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Roses. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.